Hi guys, yeah, I don't know what to say everyone. We got some bad news and it's, the news is not good, is the best way to put it. So in case you don't know, I live in England. England is often described not a very place sometimes. And fortunately, well, looks like the government decided to, well, go with their amazing plan of having something that will track you wherever you go. Which at this point, if someone did that to anyone who wasn't the government, they'd be in jail. And I know that some of you don't understand this, probably some of you won't because maybe you've never heard of it, but because of, if I say no, I don't want to be tracked down. If I say no, I can't have a job. So I don't know what to do now. They said they'd release in 2029, but at this point I'm just starting to realise that our government really isn't caring anymore. God, they never really did care, but yeah. Not only that, but they're going onto YouTube, we're going to make it so that you can only see what they want you to see, which by the way is literally propaganda, probably going to be. Which means most likely there's a chance that this channel is going to struggle growing. So I know this news is going to be sad for some of you guys, but at this point I'm giving up on hoping. I normally am someone who hopes for the best for everyone, not just himself, for everyone else who wants to start a YouTube channel. I made this because I was bored and I wanted to entertain, and then I slowly realised that without a job, I'm gonna rarely get any money. There's no options here, and if the future goes on how I think it would, for example they make that, then there's most likely a chance that this channel isn't going to go anywhere and I probably won't get money to continue making some expensive videos or won't even have a house. Even, and the worst part of all, I probably won't be able to have enough money to buy a house and have a family, so turns out, yeah, this is going to affect a lot of people. Everyone's signed petitions, but the government won't listen, so yeah. Again, I did say again. Why did I say again like that? Wait, I did say again. Sorry about that. I did say that the news wasn't good, and sorry, this is less good than you expected, or what you thought good would be like. Just I'm at a loss for words of where this is going. You know, because as a kid, I was always thinking, oh, I'll get my own house. This is so cool. And now I'm just starting to realise that I probably will never have the money to do that. So yeah. Yes, there's not much options here other than give up, but no matter what, I'm going to try my best to continue to get this channel growing. But if the government are with their words, which by the way, I don't agree with this, I think this is the worst government anyone can have, because not only, I know some governments are very restrictive, you know, but it's sad that our governments are looking at others and realising that they want to be more restrictive with privacy. So yeah, looks like it looks like we've not got much options here, and by much I mean zero. We can only hope something changes, and maybe they don't release it, but our government really doesn't have the heart to listen to us. So yeah. Anyway, let's go on with the video. Sorry about that. So I don't know what to do, guys. There's really no other options. But I've also, this is really affecting me mentally because I know there's a lot of people that don't like this. And maybe a kid starts a channel, he likes having a YouTube channel, he thinks it's great at it. But then no one ever sees videos, so you can see why this will affect a lot of people. So now, and by the way, I don't think there's anything we can do to stop it, so welcome to Britain. once you arrive, make sure to tell everyone about what you did in the past and every detail. If you don't, well then you're not allowed here. And by the way, they have a stupid excuse that it's to stop people illegally coming over here. Why would they have phones? That's probably me being stupid. They probably wouldn't have those, but they don't have phones. What's it gonna stop? From now on, I don't even like. I never liked the government. I thought they were a bit, you know, all talk and no why, whatever that means. But now they've shown that they really just don't care. Like, they just want to have power. They don't care how they get power. It's just... We can't do anything now. Yeah. So in 2029, expect this channel to probably... Well, not even... Well, I don't know, at this point I can't even assume. So yeah, welcome to the future. And yes, I am trying not to make a joke because I can't. I can't use my humour anymore. I'm exhausted of it. I'm just so like angered and just so distraught by what they're doing now. It's at this point it's just I can't say anything funny. My personality is gone. I'm just talking. I'm not talking in any way. I'm just talking. This is like the worst thing that could happen to anybody, and we can't stop it. We generally cannot. Like, there's nothing we can actually do to stop it from happening. That's it. Everything ends here. Well, not really. I'd say that in a dramatic way, probably. I don't know if I did or not, but yeah, we're just stuck now. Anyone who wants to go to Britain and from America, please do not. Oh, and by the way, if you work for like things like Roy Mill or something, I don't know, there are some jobs where they won't give you a job if you don't have internet ID. In my opinion, people who even ask for internet ID to give you the job, they shouldn't be allowed to have that company. They should be taken from them. And it's sad because it's just, that's it, that's life. I really can't do anything. I'm just gonna stare at it. That's what I've been doing my whole life, just sitting down in a corner. Whenever something bad happens and then just waiting for it to go away. You know, say if something broke that makes me sad, I sit down there for a little bit. I'm gonna be sitting in that corner for a long damn while. So, just, I've nothing to say. I've just lost everything my personality. I'm probably gonna. I know 2 years doesn't sound like short, but it is. There's no. I'm sorry. This is just. I thought when Keir Starmer left, everything would be fine. You know, he's probably the worst prime minister we've ever had. But it's like every time we're happy, there's a way for them to make us just wish that we weren't. So yeah. If you are actually watching this, I've got something to say to you that is very professional. You're heartless, absolutely heartless for doing this, because people out there, they need privacy. It's that way because they don't want people to know what they do all the time. It's their business. Doing this is going to provoke something terrible. I know it. I'm not insinuating what I am going to be doing. I'm just saying people are going to get mad, and when people are mad, there's going to be someone who does something bad. Do you not realise what you are doing by doing this? There's literally, you're supposed to be guiding us to a better future, and yet you're taking it away from us. If you release this, there are going to be people with ill intentions, and they're going to do that out of anger because of this. If you release the digital ID, there is going to be literal rights, I'm telling you that, for people to do anything just to help the future be better. And I'm telling you right now, this is not helping the future. And from now on, I guess us trying to give people good ideas is gone, because they won't listen. Almost the UK government's watching you won't listen. They're nothing more than just people in chairs shouting orders and just seeing how much power they can get. There's nothing to it, it's soulless. You know, when someone says look inside my heart, they look inside your heart. How could they see it? How could they see redemption in it? This is the worst law ever. I'm sorry, but I'm saying it. Actually, I'm not sorry if you're going to watch it. I'm not sorry. We won't forgive you anyway, but the best thing you can do is not release it. Yeah. If someone wants to be Prime Minister, you can change everything. You can get rid of this law. You can be the best Prime Minister ever. We will forgive you. You can be the hero, you know. So, I just hope that this doesn't get released. You know, the free spyware on your phone. So, yeah. Maybe in the future, if we're lucky, we will get a free virus on our laptop, so that so the UK can tell that we've got an AK game that is banned. So, that's the news. Okay, to summarise it off, life is miserable, everyone wants to die, welcome to Britain. You will be watched and enjoyed. There'll be no digital discs, no privacy, no actual reasonable, you know, people to rule the country. And at this point, the British version of American Dream, that's never existed. It's a good look to you. Yeah, sorry for being pretty much just... I can't get it out of my head every time I wake up. When I woke up, I was like, I'm so glad that I get to make a video, and then I realised that this is what I had to talk about. I was just going to talk about it. It's just stupid. At this point, I feel like the UK government are just trying to be a villain on purpose. You know, they don't deserve to rule this place. At this point, I just want a Prime Minister who can change everything. And I feel the UK government is just doing this because they don't trust it, they just want that bit of power. If this video is removed by YouTube, you'll know why now, because they will have probably done that. Whatever you do, all they care about is you having a job. Here's the thing, you can say no. And I bet, I probably won't mean much, but if lots of people say no to digital ID not having a job, they will probably get the memo at some point. And yes, there are people supporting digital ID. They're also the same people that I make sure I don't allow them near any sort of university, because at that point, I don't want to hurt their feelings. There will go the smart people there who actually have a reasonable way of doing things. So yeah. And one day I'll raise a glass to all those people that supported this, living their lives alone without someone who actually understands them, because if you're that type of person who agrees with the bad side, decide where everything needs to be controlled. And I don't even need to look at you. I don't even want to look at you one bit for even a second, because at that point, that's those development of your life for you. Just wanting to be one in command. Senses. So, if someone who likes Instant IDs saw this, I wish to see you in hell. But however they're looking for me, I can be forgiven anyway. Oh, by the way, just so you don't get forgiven, I'm gonna spare you the details of how to be forgiven. Just do with the Bible. So, yeah, sorry if that was just nonsense, me talking about it, but that's the future. So yeah. I just wanted to have family one day, and maybe, I don't know, you know, just want to live a great life, and then boom, internet ID, you know. So, I have more respect for this piss bucket than that, by the way. No, actually not, no, I'm sorry. That's too demanding. I think I have more respect for the people who decide to shoot themselves and rather be arrested because they got out the easy way. This is what our country's going to be like, and that's our future. So, if someone tells you you want digital ID, remember, it knows everything. It knows absolutely everything. Also, that means that, I think I heard online somewhere, that it's going to make people who have ill intentions make their job of find you a lot more easier. Even though you won't have a job, you're going to enjoy life more. Because, well, I mean, if the job requires you to be monitored all the time, then that's just one red flag into what will be a probably abusive workplace. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, to another shitty Prime Minister. Well, if he isn't shitty and he gets rid of this law, then in that case, I'll give you the honour and the redemption. You know, life would be a lot more easier if I could open one of these, you know. I think that's where most people are nowadays. They've been monitored, but yeah. So that's the end of the video. Sorry if I've just been talking non-stop, I'm just annoyed that they just kept on going with this, knowing fully that was a terrible idea and that they thought that this was acceptable to do to people who just wanted to get to the point of their lives where they can have kids and tell them all the great things they did. You know, one day, if I'm lucky, if this law never releases, or if this law releases and I'm very lucky, then I could tell my kids, hey, you know what? I got a youth award. I probably will never see that day. So, and so to say, the future doesn't really hold much, then, if that's how the government is going. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I am going to practice the voodoo on the person that decided to make this stupid law, because at this point, I have no other options. Bye.